Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off for MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe you on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm finished, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Go! Liking 18.
Dart starting with a pass here. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And the Lions get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Wow, so a conservative play to begin the game, Brock. Not exactly how I imagined they drew that one up.
No, not at all. I can tell you one thing, Kate. If that's how even these shorter, more conservative, easier throws are going to go for them, they're in for a rough contest today.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready? Packers 60, 70 Rangers, 70.
They're going play action. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Unable to connect with his running back. So it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. Go.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Beats Texas on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Timberwolves.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
They weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
On first down, here's Dart. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. He finds space into the red zone. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
70 Lions.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's brought down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here goes Dart to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
timeout set. This is 3rd and 5. Darts out of the shotgun. Johnson once more. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Nevis able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they help him out of bounds after a gain of close to 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down pass play coming. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now out of the shotgun. That one complete to St. Brown. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Get 22 out of that play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dumps it off to his running back. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Winning their full steam ahead, but they ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
That's caught. Here comes Junior Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. You try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Hits his running back. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. But defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line. Man, were they ever ready for it. Tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains.
Throwing on first down. It's Starks. Looking underneath here to mix it. And he's brought down at the line.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. Your start now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They get 27 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
The 42-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Like it. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Dart setting in the throw here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd down now. Here's Starks. Completed left side to Smith. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now he starts from the 6.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Throwing off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They get 40 on the big hitter. And the Lions have a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. A give to Gibbs. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the back of the defense.
He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Sending him on the dime. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions now lead by 10. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Ready up.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kirby Joseph picks it. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, he just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Rocco 80. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, go!
Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Tyreek Williams in on the play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, here's Dart. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Hook.
To the air on 3rd and long. Campbell at the INT. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19, go.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's got 4 on the run. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Another one for Gibbs. Escapes the defender. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want...
That one's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Giants take over.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. Here's Dart. He completes it in traffic. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Dart gonna throw again. Into traffic, complete. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Half the 60, half the 60.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
To throw, here's Dart. It is knocked down at the line. One of the big others up front got his hand on it at just the right moment. That's going to force 3rd down.
You know, those big guys are taught that if you can't get to the quarterback, guess what you can still do? You can get a pass breakup. That's perfect timing to get his hand up and knock that ball away.
Set. 70 Lions. Go.
On 3rd and goal, it's Dart. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
They'll leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4. They'll go. Here's Dart. And they pick him off again. And the Lions make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. 1 play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Let's go now.
24-yard gain.
King now from the gun. He's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Part of the reason this offense been humming today, been in such great rhythm and got this lead, well, they've protected themselves so well. Now they finally get punched in the face. And how do you adjust and how do you respond? Does it remain business as usual to stay out front, or can this defense finally get home? I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but Sacked 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third down run by Gibbs. He did well to get those 5, but they needed a little extra. That's going to bring up 4th down.
To kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. That kick return he took matters in his own hands.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Ready?
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Let's go.
Back to throw on 3rd down. Right side, cut by Sinnott. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Throwing it on 2nd down. This one to Williams out left side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Alert! Alert!
Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hold it ready. Ready.
Again, it's Gibbs. And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here we go. Stop. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Cut near the goal line. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Bronco switch.
A give left side. Here's Mixon. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action with Dart. Caught by the open man. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Set. Let's go.
First and 10, around to Mixon. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Ready up.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Looking underneath here to Mixon. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 5 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Completed to his running back. And his first down bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
19, target.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Giants start the second half with some needed points. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Back at the 27.
Break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Ready? Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Ready?
He's going to throw this one. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. Brought in, inside the 20. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one, and they've got the football too. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Top 19.
From the red zone now. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
You know know I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Makes the tackle. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions put up even more points in a win. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Let's go now. 6.
Darks looking to throw. And he's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Grabbed by Jordan Addison. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Darts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, go.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep running away with this. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. A handoff for Mixon, running right. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On first down, here's Dunk. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Backs on the crosser. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. All set to go now from the 35. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Keeping it with Mixon. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Shut up! 60 vices, 60 vices.
This is Jatori Krosky-Merritt in it for the first time. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. He only gets a couple yards there, well short. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Desperation time here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants will trail by 25. Mevis ready to send this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams and a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Lions moments away from their 4th win of the year. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Come on. Set. Nice.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Running back motions right.
Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Got Simmons. It's complete. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That one gains 7. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Let's go now.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Rocco 80.
So the Lions get the win on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its